I'm not too surprised that iDubbbz resorted to some unsavory tactics. I had a feeling he was going to do something akin to misplaced damage control. What I didn't expect was money being blocked from charity. Sam Hyde was banned. iDubbbz doesn't have the guts to tell him into the very last second. iDubbbz told Harley that not even Sam Hyde's crew could be there. Harley's training footage with Sam Hyde was cut from the event. Anyone with a Sam Hyde shirt was cut from footage. Sam Hyde's crew was told explicitly by iDubbbz not to pull any stunts. Wasted travel expenses for Sam Hyde. Wasted opportunity to bury the hatchet with Sam Hyde. Continues to hold a grudge that no one else is even holding. iDubbbz, at the end of the day, we all want you to be good. But you can't keep doing bad things and expecting us to think that you're good. This is just the kind of childish, weaselly, non-confrontational behavior you would have called anybody else out for back in the old days. But instead of even trying to settle your differences, you would rather have all of the drama spill onto the community and make it a mess for absolutely everyone involved. Even Dr. Mike is confused as to why Sam Hyde was banned.
Okay. Did you hear that he banned Sam Hyde from entering the event?
I did not. Why is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no idea either, sorry.
So yeah, iDubbbz is way off the deep end these days. It's pretty sad. Like, really, this is the hill he decides to fall off from? All of the lessons on self-expression and free speech just a farce out the window? The very second iDubbbz meets somebody more talented than him, he has to just completely change his mind about everything, I guess. I would bet in another timeline, Sam and Ian are making great content together. Unfortunately, we live in a place where both world peace get cancelled and Ian has to act like a man-child. That's okay though, onward and upward. It is all a bit reassuring to me in a way. Maybe I have a better idea of what I'm doing than I thought. Perhaps those in high places are not as far away from us as we believe. That we may have a better trajectory than those above us. Tomorrow is as golden as today, so let's laugh at the past. The past now being the embarrassing lie that Content Cop always was. This is all just part of the natural circle of life on YouTube. Of course, there is still another path, but that window of opportunity isn't always going to be there for him. Not only that, but I have to seriously question Ian's ability to learn at this point. I have far more confidence in his abilities of ignorance. Remember that time when iDubbbz chalked up Sam Hyde's dodging him for gaslighting?
I think once Sam had revealed all the gaslighting stuff to me, he figured there wasn't really much of a reason to continue to cooperate.
That couldn't possibly be due to the fact that Ian tried to cancel Sam. It failed, and he backed out of it a little bit. He went kind of half and half, but yeah, he definitely went in with the intention of trying to cancel Sam.
This idea of confusing people and never being genuine or only being genuine when you think it's obvious is a great game to play when the most important thing to you is never showing your to people. You can feel like a winner in a game that only you are playing.
Hence that weird puppet master remark.
He said, usually, not to me, but to somebody on the crew, he said, usually I'm the puppet master in these situations.
What?
Yeah, he said 100% on God, he said that. Usually I'm the puppet master in situations.
That's how he views himself? iDubbbz the puppet
master?
master?
I guess so, man, I guess so.
Remember when iDubbbz said that the most insightful stuff they got in the documentary was at the end with the crew when they all had their walls down, and that was the smallest, shortest part of the documentary due to iDubbbz's editing skills?
A lot of the most insightful stuff that we got was with Sam's crew after they had let their walls down. They all spoke very candidly with us.
If it was truly some of the most insightful and best material that you got, then why didn't you include more of it? You said you were out there for hours.
Sam didn't show up to shoot guns with us for like 2 hours.
Oh, that's right. You don't want to be upstaged ever, not at all, even when it's for the better of the entertainment. Ian should have completely put away this cancellation idea the second he got to Rhode Island and he noticed that Sam was apparently being nice to him. He was probably being more charismatic than he was expecting. Like Ian had this completely monstrous perception of him beforehand, but they got along immediately. But no, once again, Ian had to have his cake and eat it too. And that's a phrase I use a lot when I'm talking about iDubbbz. I don't even mean to, it just keeps cropping up, it's just a theme of him. He could have said something constructive at the end of the documentary, but he decides to say some passive-aggressive things and come to a petty conclusion instead.
It seems like he really likes comedy, even if that means being an to people and not letting his wall down. I don't think that that serves to benefit him in any way, but if that's a game that he wants to play, fair enough.
Because he's not only desperate for a conclusion, but a win.
Dr.
Yeah, I kind of have an idea of how this is going to play out.